The call came at 2:13 a.m. I had been staring at the ceiling, replaying the discovery in my niece's room. The pregnancy test, tucked beneath a stack of magazines, hidden but not carefully enough. My brother's daughter, 14. I told myself I was mistaken, that it was a prank or some misplaced object. Then the phone split the silence. "Mr. Hale," the officer said. His voice was level, deliberate. "We've located your brother and your niece." I sat up, my throat dried instantly. But then he continued. "They were already—" He paused, as though the words weighed too much. "It's best if you come down in person." I didn't ask what he meant. I didn't need to. The silence on the line was thicker than anything he could have told me. 3 days earlier, I had walked into the guest room without knocking. My niece's door had always been closed. That night, it was left ajar. I was looking for a blanket. I found something else. The test was shoved into a shoebox. I froze when I saw the 2 pink lines. It was still damp with secrecy, like it had only been used hours before. A 14-year-old girl, pregnant, and my brother, the man who lived in that house, the man who swore his daughter was his world, had said nothing. When I asked him casually over dinner how she was doing, he glanced at me too quickly, as though gauging how much I already knew. That was when suspicion planted itself deep, not just about her, about him. I started quietly. Her phone was left charging on the counter once. I didn't unlock it. I didn't need to. Notifications lit the screen, messages unsent, numbers unnamed, a strange pattern of secrecy. My brother's phone, however, I did check. He left it face down, always. But when he showered, I scrolled. No texts, no calls. A clean slate. Too clean. I ordered a DNA test kit in silence. Not for myself, but for him. Hair strands, a toothbrush, quiet thefts in the night. Every move I made was calculated, detached, outwardly calm. Inwardly, the storm raged. I couldn't shake the possibility that what I feared was real. That the lines on that test weren't just the mark of adolescence, of bad choices, but of something far darker. And then, 2 nights later, they vanished. My brother and his daughter. Gone from the house, their phones left behind, their clothes missing. No note, no word. My report to the police was factual. Brief. But inside, I already knew. The detective handed me the folder under fluorescent light. "Mr. Hale," he said quietly, "the DNA confirms it. Your brother was the father." There it was, clean, scientific, indisputable. I opened the folder. Black and white certainty stared back at me. My niece, 14, carrying her father's child. The room was silent. The officer watched me for a reaction. There wasn't one. My face stayed still, as though carved from stone. Inside, something broke. But I didn't let it show. "Where are they now?" I asked. "They were found at a motel outside town. Both deceased. A murder-suicide." He left a note. I didn't ask to see it. Words from him no longer mattered. Later that evening, they gave me his belongings. A small box, his phone, his wallet, the note he left. I didn't read it right away. I carried it home, set it on the table, stared at it. Hours passed before I unfolded the paper. It was pathetic. Apologies dressed as explanations, twisted justifications written in his handwriting. He blamed loneliness. He blamed life. He even blamed her. But not once did he take responsibility. That was his final betrayal. I didn't rage. I didn't curse his name. Instead, I walked outside. I lit the paper. I watched his words curl into ash. He thought he controlled the narrative, but I had the truth, and I would not let his story stand as anything other than what it was: monstrous. People asked me afterward how I managed to stay composed. At the funeral, when I stood over his coffin, they expected tears. There were none, only silence. Because the man in that box was not my brother. He had been gone long before he pulled the trigger. What remained was something else entirely. And my niece, she never had the chance to escape him. That was the part that lingered. The part I carried. Not grief, not rage, clarity. The truth had gutted me, but it also freed me. And as I walked away from that grave, I whispered only once, so quiet the wind almost stole it. You didn't hide well enough.